Hi, I'm Luke, and today I'll be continuing the Pickle Bike as I named it on the editing table. Didn't mention it last episode, but did think of a good name. It's called a Pickle Bike in English.
Hey, check this out, Morty. I turned my bike into a pickle.
Ruin your screwdriver, yes. So, have been looking for some parts for it, and found a wiring harness, possibly is off this engine, and found a carburetor with a, I do have more carburetors and choices, maybe, but they are kind of under a lot of stuff over there. This might be good, I don't know. Yeah, sure. Well, body work is what I was planning on doing today. So I did some more thinking, some more measuring, and yeah, I'm going to use tape so that I can get the cuts as straight as possible. Because what I showed you at the end of last episode was just an idea on how I'll get everything to fit underneath. So I'll be cutting it in half in a sort of shape, and that's basically what I'm about to do. Come on, man. It's not funny. Masking tape is a fucking joke nowadays. And then I decided that to make sure we have proper room for the handlebars, it'll be 10 instead of the 25, because well, the 25 is where the handlebars start from this side, so the hole has to actually be on that side. So basically just have it as close to the front as possible, yes. And then because you don't need to be much of a rocket scientist to realise this is more than 15 centimeters. However, if I leave some metal, this is about how much I want to bring it backwards. If we leave some metal to weld to, that's just a good idea all in it. Just have to think about what was our measuring point and all of that stuff. Obviously this is not straight, but doesn't really matter. Let's just, because if it's straight it's easier to weld excess metal to and make it look not as crooked, not as much of a genuine pickle, because those never are laser straight. But we're not trying to make it a banana bike, it's going to be a pickle bike, yes. I reckon we are going with 21 and a half or something. Or did I measure it from here? Let's just go with 21. It's challenging because you're trying to measure off something. Here it's 22, here it's 21. Let's go. Well, 21 and a half I believe is where I had it originally. Yeah. So that is the line we are using. Go along the tape with a 90. Aye. How brilliant is that? Absolutely genius. Do I even need tape there? I don't know. Let's just draw a line all the way. Absolutely. Shit. Oh, no. Ah, right, yes. Right, yes. I was like, yes, how is it not coming apart? But I missed a bit. That was smooth. Ah. Let the bodies hit the floor. Yep. The other way. Is it though? No, it's not. Yes. It's not. Brilliant. Some of that goes under the... Yeah. Maybe I do need to think about this off camera. or go upstairs and watch some of the footage from, was it a week or two ago? Can't remember everything. My problem is, seem to remember nearly nothing. Because now here's about about 5 centimeters to the space where to weld the two parts together. So here is what I have decided. I have stretched it as far as my little table goes, and it is very careful not to accidentally mess up my 89. Yes. Do want it to be a meter here, at least in the centre where the tyres go. I will probably be compromising in at the front. I'll make it a bit sort of curved, so then the centre 5 centimeters is off, and at the back I thought I could cut off a few centimeters and then maybe sort of cut here. You see what I'm doing? Here. Cut here tyre width and sort of stretch it back a bit to turn it into a wheel arc. Even though that's kind of not, I don't know, kind of not styling of the original Pickle Bike, but compromises have to be made when you are fitting. When you are building a moped into an air tag. Yes. Oh, sure. Let's get welding. I'm happy with that. Doesn't look too crooked. I reckon they'll hold. Now the next thing I need to know is how much of these holes do I need to fill in? So I can't tell that. Before I have some reference points that requires having the frame where the engine and the wheel sit. I mean, I would like to, for now, well, something that'll structurally hold. Moment of truth, or should I not? I mean, this is probably the place where the seat will be, so yes. Yeah, it's actually quite sturdy, yes. Okay, I'm happy with that. So what I still managed to do last night is more planning, essentially. I put the stretched bodywork on what I had also built at the end of last episode to give an idea on how everything will sit, and not quite happy with it, but I guess I could start working from here somehow, as in essentially it will fit under, but I do still need to fix the rear fork and the front fork. Yes, it's a very tight fit, and also the carburettor will not fit underneath like so. So possibly I'll have a massive hole here where the carburettor sits. That's what I'm thinking for now. And also another part of planning is this will not fit to work, so either I will have to come up with some sort of extension here, or get one from, well, one like from what I have on the 110 pit bike. As you can see, it comes out, but I can't take that one because it's modified specially to fit because of the teeth are smooth, so I've actually drilled a hole there which has a pin inside. So instead of having tiny teeth, it has one big key. Yes. However, now I am thinking of still doing a few modifications to this, basically just making a tad more space, cutting a curved area there, and at the back I kind of want to move the engine forward, but at the back, can't very well see there, the tyre is actually, it's not hitting at the moment. However, I shall start with taking the majestic planning of everything apart. So today's plan is to attach the frame to the bodywork and actually finish the bodywork. No, finish the frame. Yeah, finish the framework maybe, or at least finish it enough to the end. Yeah. So this is essentially where it's going to sit, and a few things I've got for this project. Fucking hell, it's so hot these getting to foggy. I have got another one of these just for spare metal. This one was leaking just a bit. Can you see it? I don't know. There's a rust hole. There's a great big. Well, the hole isn't great big, but the hole. It's rusty, and it's rusted through, as you can see from the hole there. And the seat. Actually paid money for this one at a swap meet. Anyway, at least I didn't buy an Australian ute like my mates. Oh dear. Will be a tight fit, like I've said already earlier. Plan is to weld some of these, and plenty. Like so, and then drill a hole through. Rather simple with it, not? And then just have a nut and bolt, probably 4 here, there, there, and other side as well. And then I'll have these sort of in here, and then something connecting them. That's the plan. And then some kind of nut and bolt. Maybe under the seat. But I won't be welding these to these, so that if the engine needs tinkering with, there will be an opportunity to remove the body from the frame with a few bolts. The nuts will be welded to something. Either the frame or the... haven't decided that far yet. Anyway. already starting to look like a moped frame, eh? Even though the welds look terrible. Some of them at least. So, not quite sure if some of the footage was lost as my camera ran out of battery. However, this is where we are currently. We have 5 spots where I should still drill a hole and then just weld a little strengthening piece here. And then I would have 5 nuts and bolts to put, and then I have my attachment points. suppose 3 would be enough, but as 1 is enough to hold the weight. Well, I did say on this episode I'm going to aim to attach the frame to the body, so sun is setting, so I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to call it an episode. It's not the best looking, actually, you know what? Come here. Yeah, definitely not the best looking, but it does hold. No trickery here. Just unbolt. I am happy with what I've done today. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode that I might start filming tomorrow. Oh, in another 2 months, who knows? Yeah, like, share, subscribe. See you later.